Hey guys, it's Generalkidd here. How's everyone doing today? So, for today's video, we're going to be covering a newly discovered game-breaking bug for Halo 4 on MCC. So, I briefly touched upon this in a previous video, but I didn't really understand the full extent of it at the time, so I didn't go too in-depth into it. So, in that previous video, I did mention that in Halo 4, there's a secret function built in where if you don't use your target designator on the particle cannons to destroy them, then after almost 2 minutes, the game will just blow them up automatically. So the reason why that function existed is because the developer that worked on this part of the mission, he was concerned that for some reason your target designator might get lost or broken or just glitched out and just doesn't work anymore. And I don't know how that could possibly happen, but he was worried about that possibility, so that's why the function was added, so that if for some reason your target designator just stopped working, then the game won't get locked up and it will still continue on automatically after a while. However, while that feature does still work in every version of Halo 4 for MCC, as you can see on the right, you might have already noticed some things wrong. Aside from the two Phantoms, immediately after the mission continues, in the current version of MCC for both Xbox and PC, no enemies spawned, none on the ground, none of the Banshees. And when we get to this next area, we're supposed to destroy all the shield generators and destroy that giant shield wall blocking our the next area. Well, nothing spawns at all. If you do that little trick or that little feature for Halo 4, then on current versions of MCC, it causes, for some reason, nothing to spawn at all anymore. No vehicles, no enemies, no shields, nothing at all. In fact, at this point, the entire mission is just locked up, and you can't proceed any further. Now, this wasn't an issue in older versions of Halo 4. Not on the 360 version, not on the old versions of MCC, not even the China version of MCC. So, at some point, when 343 was fixing MCC, and there were a lot of updates, a lot of bugs fixed, a lot of new features added, a lot of new content, but at some point in one of those updates, this feature broke. And I didn't really notice until just now, because this is such an obscure feature. I don't think anybody really knew about this feature existed, because you literally have to stand there staring at the particle cannons for almost 2 minutes before they blow themselves up. And that's only after you've cleared out all the enemies too, in the last area. So, I don't know how many people would have actually done that. So it's such an obscure feature, and I don't think anyone would have noticed this bug either. So it is an obscure bug, and it's unlikely to happen to you by accident. But I did want to put it out there just in case, if you do for some reason decide to want to let the game auto-destroy the particle cannons, then just know that your game will get soft locked at this point, because you will get a checkpoint and you can't go back and just destroy the cannon the proper way. You'd have to restart the entire mission again. And I also want to put this out there just in case 343 or Halo Studios does go back and fix MCC even further and add more updates eventually. But I don't know how likely that is, because Halo Studios is clearly focused on future Halo games at the moment. But who knows? I just want to put this out there for the record. Now, when this broke, like I said, I don't know. There's been so many updates over the years, it's hard to say which one it was. But things like this do happen. It's common in the developer world. I'm sure you've heard, they'll fix one bug and then 2 new bugs come up. It happens. And this has happened before in other Halo games on MCC as well. In fact, it's happened in Halo 3 a lot. It's one of the many reasons why sometimes mods break between updates. It's because sometimes things like scripting functions may change, and things might be incompatible or just don't exist anymore, and thus things just stop working. And in this case, it's possible that it hit the main campaign in Halo 4. And whatever scripting function controlled the mission progression after the particle cannons were auto-destructed, that might have just broken in one of the recent updates for MCC. But it's hard to say. But at least now you guys know what the bug is, and you can avoid letting it happen to you just in case. Or if 343 sees this in the future and wants to fix it, then hopefully this video might help them out. But that wraps it up for this video. If you guys enjoyed it and found it to be interesting, make sure to leave a like, leave thoughts and comments. Anything else we can check out or look into, just leave in the comments down below. But aside from that, make sure to subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you all in the next video. Bye guys!